What's going on, y'all? Jay Water Don, Hustle Man Live Radio. Woo! You know I'll be bringing superstars up in the house. You know I gotta bring superstars to you. I got Kingz Russell in the house with me today. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's up, Jay boy, man? You know, hey man, we just trying to make it do what it do, man. Make it happen, baby boy.
That's right. Tell them where you from first.
Hey man, hey, I'm from Meridian, Mississippi, man. You know, I own Kingz Entertainment. You know, we've been out here a pretty good while, man, and you know, we've been doing a lot, man, in the industry, man, especially in the hip hop industry, man. We've been trying to in that industry trying to change the game, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the game, in the rap industry, man, that you know what I'm saying, that I feel like it's hurting us in a, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, man, you know. With like the killings and you know what I'm saying, you know, like the killings and stuff, man. Like Mo 3, that stuff happened, man. You know, there's a great artist, man, that I feel like died for stupidity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know, we just on a positive movement, man. You know, we got locked in with Sony, and so man, I you know, I'm a R&B old school singer, man. So you know, I've been out here a long time, and man, you know, and my heart goes out to these little youngsters, man. You know, we've been trying to, you know, set up showcases and, you know what I'm saying, do all we can, man, to bring a positive movement, man, you know what I'm saying, to the music industry, period.
So as Kingz Russell Entertainment, how many artists do y'all have?
Man, I have we have a lot of artists up under us. I have a label up under me called Death Rose. And they really locked in with the hip hop, and you know, we've been doing a lot with Death Rose. We got an artist there that's you know, just dropped with Kevin Gates, and you know, Lou Truly just dropped with Neo. So you know what I'm saying, we just been trying to, you know, to structure the stuff you know, underneath us in a positive way, man. Get back to the real music, man. You know,
well, let's talk about. I want to know them to know about King. What kind of music King do?
Man, you know, I'm an OG, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school, man. You know, Kingz Russell, man. You know, I do that old school R&B. You know, but I like the hip hop, so my stuff is for everybody, man. It's in the borderline, man. So I feel like you know, a lot of my music, man, is gonna touch a lot of young people as well. You know.
So it sounds like you got a lot of experience in the game, or you've been doing it for a while. How long you been like serious with the music?
Man, I've been in the game about 20 years, man.
Yeah. How did you start?
Yeah. Well, man, I started, man, you know, with my father, man. You know, he was in the gospel field, and I learned how to play music, man, at a early age, man, like 7, like guitars, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, man, that I feel like a lot of the young generation have missed because of the computers and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like you know what I'm saying? I came from the gutter, man, from the mud of the music.
And you done brought yourself all the way up to where you at right now. So you saying when you first started, it was dirty, it was grimy. You first started rapping first, or you first started doing blues first, or what?
Well, man, I my first love was hip hop, man. I was young, R&B, and you know, just because I was a great musician, you know, it pulled me with the older cast, man. So, but I always recorded though. I always had studios. I mean, that's just been a part of me, man. I always, you know what I'm saying? Always done that at a young age. So I feel like I have all genres of music up under me, man. Hip hop, R&B, you know, blues, gospel. It's a mixture of everything with Kingz Russell.
Do you record your own self, or do you go to the studio?
Nah, we have our own studio. We record ourselves. Okay. You know, I've been producing and you know, doing music and making music, you know, all my life.
Do you like producing, or you like being the artist better?
Man, I like both, man. It's both, you know, man, when you can write your own material and be an artist, it kind of makes you a boss. You know what I mean? You ain't got to deal with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Everything kind of in a nutshell, man. You know, that's kind of how, you know, where I'm at right now. in my career, in my establishment, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is kind of in a nutshell, man. I don't, everything is in house, you know?
So now that you got, yeah, independent, that's definitely the way to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I push for, is an independent underground artist. Now, you got your record label and you got artists under you and all that kind of stuff. Is more business now than it is the artistic part of it?
Well, it's really been both, man. I mean, we have places where we people, know what we do, and we get called to play, man, and, get called to do shows and stuff too, man. I mean, during this pandemic, man, I haven't stopped, man. We've been every other weekend. We've been out on the road doing shows and stuff like that. So it's been a, you know what I'm saying? And I have a good team, man. I have a, real good team that's with me, man, that everything runs smooth, for us being able to balance the two.
What kind of team you got working with you?
Huh?
What kind of team you got working with you? What are they doing?
I got Jagged Edge, Wild Cow, from Jagged Edge. We got some real celebrities, man, that we working with,
How important, tell these artists how important it is to have a team versus doing it by yourself.
Oh yeah, man. Having a team is very important because, you want to be able to, be a boss and everything, but under boss, there's a team. You got to have all your people in place, and you know what I'm saying, and everybody do their job, man. It can run smoothly.
You say you grew up in the gospel and stuff like that, and then you started turning into rap. What was just some of your influences that helped you start turning into the hip hop side?
Oh man, listen, bro. I grew up in the area, man. Master P. You know what I'm saying? Man, Birdman. Those cats, man, they was real big influence to me because those guys was bosses as well. They had their own label. They was artists, but they was bosses, man. So those guys inspired me back then. And those guys, if you check the records right now, them are some of the richest guys in the industry. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they played their cards right. So it's all about building your team. When you build your team and you got everybody in place, man, you bound for success. Put God first. You can't go wrong, man. That's why I tell everybody to try to stay independent if you can. You know what I mean? We got a distribution deal with Sony. And I've been trying to help, other artists, that can stay independent, may not have the connections, because I feel like God blessed me, to be able to do that, man, to kind of change the game. A lot of these young rappers get ripped off, man, because they don't know, they don't know the game. You know what I mean? They don't know the ins and outs and giving your publishing and your BMI and stuff, man, giving it away,
How does oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, nowadays, man, is ways around that, man. It's ways if you it's a lot of things that you guys can go and search and be a boss yourself. And it's easy now than it used to be back then.
Yeah. You feel like being a boss, and running everything like a boss is kind of taking away your time from being able to be an artist?
No, not really. Like I said, if you got a real good team and you got everybody doing their job. See, one thing about a boss, if he can't do something, he gonna go find somebody that can handle the job just like he would do it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got everything and everybody in place, man, that wheel is turning, man, listen, man, there's certain things that sometimes, it get done and I don't even have to know about it, or, you know what I'm saying? I just know it's done because I got the right people in place.
That's right. And you said you got this Sony Orchard distribution deal going on. Let them know what the difference is between like having a distribution deal versus having a regular, like, deal where they front you money and stuff. Explain to them the differences and the advantages of it.
Well, what I am with Sony, man, is I'm a subcontractor. What I mean by that is that, you know what I'm saying, they contract me the distribution, and I do, you know what I'm saying, with my business, I do what I need to do with my people and whoever I want to contract to. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a whole different ball game because, they're not taking all your money. You independent.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're your own boss. And if you check anywhere and you Google, Sony has the biggest distribution in the world. Number one, man. Universal, none of those cats can touch Sony. So if you got that and you got a little bit of money behind you, you could go far, man, in your career. You don't have nobody controlling your career. You control your own destiny. And that's how I always like to live my life, man. I like to always control my own destiny, not nobody else controlling my destiny.
That's right. Dude, you create your own future instead of trying to let your future be based on somebody else. Create your own.
Right.
How many instruments can you play?
Man, I play everything, man.
What?
I grew up. See, man. I'm about to be 40, man, and you know what I'm saying. You probably close to my age or maybe a little younger, but man, when we come up, man, we didn't have all this technology. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We didn't have that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the internet or go make some beats, and you better go play this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want some music, that's what I grew up on, man. So I was forced to, to play and learn how to, how to play, to create music. Once you can create music, everything else is simple, man.
Everything else just flows along, comes with it.
Right.
Yeah. And I heard, we were talking earlier, you get into a little bit of blues and stuff like that, right? How are you revamping the blues thing?
Well, we trying to do a new blues. The blues always been around, man. If you check the music before hip hop, soul. Well, I don't call it blues. I call it soul music. It's been around a long time, man. Ray Charles, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the movie Ray? That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, it was the only music. It was the king of the music. You know what I'm saying? So we just trying to bring it back and refresh it so the youngsters and everybody can really feel that. You know what I mean? So that's what we've been working on, man. It's a new vibe, new wave, and I think it's gonna do real well in this generation.
So it's like you're revamping and like remixing and putting new sound to the blues.
Man, listen, man. I got one song that I put a trap hip hop beat to it and sung on top of it. It's called "A Club in the Woods." Everybody here, youngsters, be like, man, I mess with that. You know what I'm saying? So by me being out here and having all of this, man, loving hip hop and, you know what I'm saying, R&B and, all of this drums and music, man, it's all mixed in me, man. You know what I mean? And I love I love working with little young artists, rapper artists, man, because I get so much energy and I get so much ideas from them, stuff that they don't hear. And I hear it and I'll be like, well, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these youngsters don't even know, like I get in sessions with them in hip hop and I may throw a live guitar on and they be tripped out. It's like, wow, man. You know what I mean? We never thought of that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think part of being where you from, Mississippi, has helped, with this movement that you're doing, with this soul movement you're doing? Because, I mean, Mississippi is the birthplace of American music.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
So I think, from being from Mississippi, how has that helped you in your movement?
Oh, man, Mississippi being, like you say, man, it's the forefront of the music business, man. And, the soul music, man. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of great hip hop artists that come out of here, man. Big Crit is from Meridian, where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I had a chance to sit in the studio with him, in our younger days. He's a great guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Right from the same hometown. David Banner was another, person that I knew in the music industry, man. And he blew up. He was right there from Jackson, Mississippi, man. I watched him, I watched the process with David blow up, man. Followed him to clubs and You know what I'm saying? We hung out, man, and you know what I mean? So it's like, man, you know, the hip hop industry in Mississippi has always been here, man. We do have a background in music, period, man. A lot of great soul singers have come.
BB King, BB King, all them. Yeah.
David Ruffin is also from Meridian, Mississippi. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of great talent that come around Meridian, Mississippi, man. That's like a great
like
stomping
one
ground.
thing they don't know. I know one thing a lot of artists don't know about Mississippi. Snoop Dogg from Mississippi too.
That's right.
It seems like a lot of these great talented artists that are in the forefront of the music career, in the forefront, you know, what's happening in the next level. They from Mississippi, and I see you taking that forefront to the next level. So it's like, do you feel like y'all are gonna be the new wave of the new style for soul and everything coming straight from Mississippi?
Oh yeah, man, definitely, man. We definitely taking the sound, man. It's it's in the blood. Like I say, man, we got a mixture, man. You know, Mississippi is like a gumbo pot. If you look at the music, it's a mixture of everything that done come out of here. So you know what I'm saying, guys like me that always kept my ear to the street with the music, man. You know, it's in my vein, man, to be able to create that.
Now you've been doing music for a lot of years, so you got a pretty big catalog, I figure, right?
Yeah, we do.
How long does your catalog go back?
Man, probably to like 95.
Oh yeah, okay. What was your first project?
Man, my first project was you know, back in the day, man, you know what I'm saying? I looked up to guys like B2K and you know, the groups type of situation, man. You know, I grew up listening to Jodeci and New Edition. So my first project was something like that.
Okay. Did you record it yourself?
Oh man, most definitely, man.
It was probably pretty raw back then when you first dropped it, huh?
Oh yeah, man. It was, man. You know, matter of fact, man, I had took over back then. I had took over this country western studio, and they had the big old board. I mean, everything was digital, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, you know, I mastered it and learned how to, you know, record that way. But you know, it's a whole different ball game, man. Cats, you know, punch the computer and it's all done. You know what I mean?
They on their laptop and you got the whole program right there.
It's all done, man. But you know, punching people in and you know what I'm saying, that was work, man. We was if you was an engineer when I come up, man, you was finna work your ass off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You finna work, man. Hey, you know, if you was an artist, you finna have to go back and sing that shit again. Not fucking snip it and cut it and, you know, just say one word, even to say that whole fucking line again.
Right, the
you know,
whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing how producing has gotten a lot easier nowadays, it seems like producers ain't getting the same amount of respect as they used to. You know, because everybody can do it themselves and it's so simplified on a computer.
It's so simplified, yeah.
What do you say? What do you say to that?
Hey man, you know, it is what it is. You know, time always brings about a change. And I always tell everybody when the change comes, man, you got to adapt yourself to be able to change and still be able to manage yourself to be on top. Because, you know, even though, you know, the computer's out, you still got some guys that's still out here that's still making good product and people coming to them because they're making hits. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so you're still going to have your hit makers no matter how the technology change. You know, it's all about the ear. You know, it goes back to your ears, man, and hearing that shit and really putting it where it need to be. And some people, everybody ain't blessed with ears.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can put that shit together on the computer, but can you hear it? Can you know that this shit is too loud or you know what I mean? So everybody ain't so you still got your guys that got that ear that you gotta come to if you want your shit right. If you want your stuff to play on the radio, you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to get somebody that can hear, that can put it together. So I don't think, you know, that'll put everybody You know, it done made it harder, but it's not gonna put everybody out of business.
Okay. Now you were talking about evolving and stuff. Where do you think the next evolution for hip hop is going? Because it seems
Man,
like a
I
lot of
really
these.
think,
It seems like a lot of these rappers that are coming out, they don't want to evolve. They don't want to change. They want to stay in their same little monotone, still rapping them same, trap beat, whatever. They don't want to change up their flow, their beats, nothing. I mean, how should they evolve, to come with them? What do you want to tell them?
man, I say, man, history never, history don't do nothing but repeat itself, man. And what I tell you little youngsters, man, go back and listen to some of that old shit. Shit that people ain't, maybe sleeping on. And come back and bring that shit back and refresh it. Then it's something new all over again.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm telling the youngsters, man, y'all go back and listen to some of that old shit. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Biggie and Tupac now, man, back in the day, they listen to, they grabbed a lot of old shit, but they freshen it. So, I know a lot of youngsters be like, man, that shit old, my grandma and them listen to it. But hey, put it in your way. Like, get the idea. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine somebody went back and grabbed Big Daddy
about
Kane. Imagine someone went back and grabbed Big Daddy Kane or somebody like that and revamped it.
Revamped it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's always like, especially now how technology, with all the samples and stuff that the youngsters got now, it's easily can be done,
Yeah, you're so right. How do you feel about artists grabbing beats off of YouTube and trying to use YouTube beats and stuff?
Well, some people just, they have no other choice. Some people can't afford a producer, so they got to get it how they get it. So I never knock a person for how they got to get it, but just do your best, man. If you got a beat on YouTube, try to make that beat on YouTube sound better than anything that's out there. You know what I mean? It's all about the creativity and, you know what I'm saying, and where you're trying to go with it. So I don't knock a person if they buy a beat off YouTube. But if you buy one off YouTube, man, fuck it up, man. Make that thing number one. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that situation, man, everybody ain't fortunate and able to, you know what I'm saying, to have a producer. I done seen people do that and blow the fuck up, and they're like, man, I got that beat off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You'll be amazed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You'll be amazed how success happens for people. So that's why we always got to be open-minded to the music game. Because if you ever shut your eyes and close yourself out, man, you definitely finna, go into a dark place in the music industry, man.
Yeah. When you was coming up, as an artist, starting your business and everything and becoming a boss of your own thing, what were some of the hardest pitfalls you had to go through?
Man, well, I tell everybody, man, being independent, man, the struggle is if you ain't got the bag, a lot of things you have to do, you know what I'm saying, that really like slows you down. If you ain't got the money to do it, or you working 2 or 3 jobs and you know what I'm saying, you done dropped the record and you trying to push and you need the money, you know what I mean? So the bag has kept a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, from making it. I heard a lot of great music, like, man, that song should have been somewhere. So that's been one of the struggles. So what I did was I went and opened me a construction company, and I started feeding the construction to the music. And then once we got the bag, man, it started moving. Things started, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got a record label, man, you got to make sure people are paid and people are moving the way they need to move, or who wants to be in a record label that's not moving.
So you took your ingenuity in your mind and you created a business first, your construction company, and then off of that, you were able to build up your music career. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
So it seems like, so instead of these young cats going out and blowing their money on rims and Gucci and all that kind of stuff,
man, invest in
yourself.
Business. Yeah, invest in yourself, man. Yeah, because see, once you get the money, once you get the pipeline, the money to feed your music, it'll come back. It may not seem right then, you know what I mean? But as you get the progression, man, and moving, man, that money come back tenfold, man. You be like, dang, man, what, you know what I'm saying, where all this come from? But see, you put them seeds in the ground, man, it's got to be a harvest time, man. So you know, I always try to put my seeds in the ground and wait for my harvest, man, in the music game. Cause you got to if you're gonna be independent. You know, you got a lot of cats out here, you know, they want a big record deal and they wanna, you know, you know what I'm saying? Them days over with. Nowadays, somebody sign you, they gonna give you a damn gold chain and a car and tell you, hey, look at him, man, you done made it. And they gonna keep every fucking thing.
Yeah, they're gonna keep 80% of everything, give you 20 or 10. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, and there's so many little rappers, man, that I read about, I search because I'm always got my eye into it and my ear into it because, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was there at one point in time, a youngster, man. A lot of times, man, being young, man, you don't make good decisions. And especially when you getting it out the mud, you come out the hood. A lot of these cats ain't had fathers, you know what I'm saying? They really, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make, decisions being gullible and being in bad places. And so, that's what I want to bring to the game, to the youngsters, is that, man, look, man, you ain't got to be gullible. This thing can be thought out, and there's a better way now, to not sell your soul, you know what I'm saying, for a generator.
And you're right. We a generation, well, our generation, mine and yours, we a generation that was raised by women, by our mothers and stuff like that. We didn't have, a lot of us didn't have that fatherly role, to need to show us what was going on. But it seems like that didn't matter for you. You just took it to the next step farther and you just ran with it. Was there someone in your life, that helped influence you like that and push you along like that? Or was it just something that you just said, look, I got to get it?
Well, man, I can say, man, it was the good Lord, God pushing me. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, man, everybody got a destiny, and I don't know what everybody believe in, but man, hey, my trust has been in God, and He been moving me, man. I ain't been a perfect person, man. You know what I'm saying? And nobody out here have to be, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a destiny and a lane, man. Once you find that and you tap into it, can't nothing stop you.
That's right. Can't nothing stop you if you keep pushing, you keep going. You said you've been doing a lot of shows. That's examples. It's been quarantine, pandemic, and all that, but you said you still been doing shows.
Man, listen, man, I just did Wild Cow Jagged Edge birthday party, man. And it was so many people in that place, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And this quarantine, I mean, we still dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, man, I haven't been to something that packed with this virus in a long time. It was kind of scary. But it just showed me, you know what I mean, that hard work pays off, man. You get to a point, to where you can go to place and people come to see you even in times like this,
Yeah. Where's the best place you've ever performed?
Scared to go to the club. Huh?
Yeah, they scared. Yeah, they scared to go to the club.
Man, hey, the music industry has took a big hit, especially with these guys that kind of live off of shows. You know what I mean? Yes. Like everybody don't have they game up with, you know what I'm saying, with everything they need to do on visual and, you know what I'm saying, and stuff that you could do on your screaming to get paid, because we had gotten to a point to where we have left that, but now it's come back harder, and it's more important to have that type of stuff because, at least you can, get a check, you know what I mean, every month, every quarter. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, going out here and doing shows. Like, you got a lot of artists now, that's all they do because, you know what I'm saying, they either done gave their rights up or somebody own their shit. So they ain't got no other choice but to go out here and do shows. So if you ever get into another situation like this, man, this should be a big lesson learned for everybody that's in the music industry because a lot of people that set up in the music industry, this way that I'm talking about, they didn't really have to go out and get shows. You know what I'm saying? those are cats that's taking risks. Even myself, we've been taking risks out here, man. But my thing has been more of, I wanted to do it. I had a passion to keep, everybody ain't, what I'm saying? Some people, they've been scared to death for the coronavirus. But, we've been like, it is what it is, man. Let's go. All gas, no brakes.
That's right. All gas, no brakes. What's the best show you've ever done? The best place you've ever performed at?
Man, I had to say, man, Atlanta had been a real good spot.
Atlanta?
Of course, yeah, man. We love Atlanta, man. Atlanta love us. So that's probably been one of my best, places to perform. I like going there. Every time I'm going there, I'm always connecting with people, man. I had a chance, to hang at the rapper 2 Chainz. I had a chance to hang out at his club down there, man, and hang out, man. It was real cool, man. He was there. He was, just like down to earth people, man.
Yeah. People get starstruck with these stars, but they don't realize they just like me and you,
Yeah, man. Just like regular people, man. So those type of things are, good, man. Always meeting and networking, man. I tell everybody, man, stay networking, man. Because that's the key to this business, man, is networking.
Well, I mean, speaking of networking and stuff like that, how important do you think the social media game is to young artists now?
Oh man, if you ain't got no visuals, man, you ain't got yourself nothing, man. I mean, the visual game is, especially now in this pandemic, the visual game is where it's at. If you got a song out and you ain't got a video to it, I don't care what you do, man. You kind of pissing in the wind, because now we at a point where people want to see a visual. They can't really look at you sing this, it's kind of like, hey man, it don't exist. That's the times we living in now.
Yeah, you're so right about that. So you got videos out then, right? How many videos you got out?
Oh, we got a couple videos, man. Like I say, I grew up in the area when I first started music, man. It wasn't we didn't care about videos. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? We was still, doing radio interviews. I mean, radio interviews was real big. But I want to tell you youngsters something, man. Listen, the radio ain't gonna never play out. That's always a way for you to get paid. So you got a lot of people that's saying the visual is the way, but radio, don't sleep on radio. That's another income, and if you can get on radio, that's gonna put some money in your pocket, also.
Yeah.
So don't X the radio out, man. I got a lot of youngsters. They like, man, we ain't worried about radio. Yeah, man, you need radio. You need everything. Package your shit up, visual, radio. You want to have the whole 9 yards to be successful.
Yeah, because if you get it on the radio, that means you're getting it to DJs, and that means DJs are spinning it. They put it in the club, they putting it on all their platforms that they got going on. So I don't think they should sleep on the DJs and the radios either. I think they're real important in the game. I think a lot of young artists, they forget that. And, it's because they want to do everything by themselves, which, is cool. But sometimes you got to have somebody like yourself in their corner to like guide them in the way they supposed to go,
I grew up in an area where DJs was like celebrities, man. You know what I mean? Hey, everybody, they was a part of the game to where, the DJs got real respect, man. You know what I mean? I grew up in an area where, hey, man, shit, I come to your town, I'm finding the hottest DJ, hang with his ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
But even to put me on, even to tell me where all the hot spots at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was coming up in my area, man. DJs and the artists should always have a bond.
Always,
you know what I mean?
Always,
man.
Now, when you come and you perform, you got a whole band with you, right?
Yeah. We do the whole live music, man. That's one thing that I feel like that's missing now, man, in this new generation, man. And it's because nobody is doing it. You know what I mean? Like how can we tell them about something and then they're not able to see it as much. Because everything has kind of died out, man. All the legends like Michael Jackson, all those guys that did that, man, they gone. So it's like,
all them.
yeah, man, that's one thing, man, about my guy Life Jennings, man. I like, you know, even Life, man, you know, he's a gangster with what he do, you know what I'm saying? And but he still, you know, brings that life feel, you know what I'm saying, back into the music. But you can really hear, you know what I'm saying, his pains and his feelings from the streets, man. You know, so that's the type of music, man, you know, that I always been attracted to, man. You know, in the soul and R&B world.
I mean, I think it's more entertaining to have a band behind you versus just that one dude up there and doing it by himself. You know, I think a band is,
right.
You know, that's like next level stuff to me. Because I can remember when I was a kid going to see like Run DMC or UTFO or something like that. They'd have a band behind them. You know,
you know one of my favorite producers, you know, that I respect, man, is Manny Fresh, because if you listen to a lot of Manny Fresh music, he always, you know, have live bass or guitars on his, you know what I'm saying?
Him and KLC both. Him and KLC, both of them.
Yeah. That's right.
I went into KLC studio. This is like years and years and years ago. And, you know, I was surprised he had a room as big as my house almost, nothing but live instruments. Nothing but live instruments, drums, guitars, the little swishy things, instruments I ain't never even seen before. And he says he plays them live and records them instead of taking the sounds off of the computer or whatever. He uses the live instruments, which, I mean, obviously you can tell the quality of his beats versus somebody just doing it on their computer. I think the quality of the beat and of the instrument is just so much better. So I'm glad y'all doing that. You know, I appreciate that, and I give you big props for doing that right there. You know?
We appreciate you, man.
How long did it take y'all? How long did it take y'all to get the band situation together?
Well, man, you know, down through the years, man, you know, I just, you know, it's real easy when you know, I always like, you know, I hung around great musicians. I always had an eye for great musicians, and I always, you know what I'm saying, been in the game. And so it's like when you got great musicians, man, you bring them all together in the room, man, they learn your shit, and it's like, hey, we know what we do. You know, cats go home and practice their parts. And when we come together, man, we don't spend a whole lot of time. We just, you know, we lock it in, you know? So it, you know, that's just all on a, you know, on a professional tip, you know, that's all we try to deal with.
What is your next project that you got coming up?
Hey man, we got a project right now, man. We just dropped a Club in the Woods. And, you know, me and Lou Truly has a song called High Up on the Clouds, man, that I think you're going to play
for us. I got that one. Yes, most definitely. I am.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's like I said, just a different feel, man. I love working with the youngsters, and, you know, a lot of my music, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the, you know, rappers, and, you know, I'm bringing the young generation, man. I want them to be able to get this this generation, man, of music that I feel like they missing out on, you know?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of their music is getting taken. You know what I mean? They come out there and they put it out there, and then somebody takes them and put them on the shelf. They'll never get to be heard again. And I don't know if that's more part of the deals that they getting, you know, they're signing up for, or if it's just because it's lack of knowledge of their part. But as far as the deal goes and stuff like that, what should they be looking for in a deal?
Well, man, independence. You know what I'm saying? The 4th of July. Have your Independence Day, man. Have your own shit, bro. Don't let nobody tie you down. Don't let nobody duct tape you. Don't let nobody put their ski mask on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Said you want to be able to, if you're gonna rob, like, you know what I'm saying, rob yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Rob yourself, man. Don't let nobody rob you.
You got some more shows you coming up to that you can be doing pretty soon? What cities you can be hitting?
Hey man, we got a 15-day tour. Me and Wild Kyle, we putting it together now, man. We got the big bike fest with Mr. CC Biggs down there, you know what I'm saying, in Pensacola, man.
11 and 12th of July, 11, 12th of July,
hey,
Pensacola.
John, I got to see you there, man. I got to see you in the building, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna
For
be there
sure,
definitely.
man.
And we got the after party going on at Club Blend. So that's
That's
gonna be
right.
real tight too. So that's gonna be real tight too. I can't wait for that. I think that's gonna be a good weekend.
It
I'm
will,
ready to
man. It's gonna be
I'm
a lot
ready
of
to see
fun.
y'all do y'all's thing. That's what I'm excited about. I'm ready to see y'all perform.
Hey man, hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell the youngsters, man, hey, King Russell, man, I'm a dunk master, man. I love the dunk. So, I'm gonna slide through there, man, down that weekend. I'm gonna have something real clean. So y'all come on out and check it out, man.
Hey, let everybody know where they can find your music at and your social media and how they can get in touch with you.
Hey man, y'all can look us up on King Russell Entertainment on Facebook. We on all social media outlets. So I go to YouTube, and I mean we everywhere, man. All digital outlets, you're gonna be able to find us.
They just look at Kingz Russell.
King Russell.
Okay.
That's right.
Now, when you go on these cities that you're gonna be performing in and stuff like that in the future, are you gonna be looking for artists, or you guys pretty much locked down
Oh
with what you
man,
got?
hey, we be looking for talent all day, man. All day. I'm always trying to bless somebody, and my thing is I be trying to get an artist and more independence. Like I did with Truly. I try to, I want them to have their own independence, man. It's enough money out here to where I feel like the rap game got full of greed.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It got full of greed, man. And if you play your cards right and you spread everybody else and everybody got their own independence, man, it's a whole lot more. It's a whole lot more relaxing as a label owner. You know what I'm saying? To have other you the umbrella, but you got other umbrellas up under you. Everybody got their own shit. So I ain't got to worry about what's going on in his camp. You know what I mean? Hey, you independent. I come and talk to you about, hey, I think you're making a mistake, but that's you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All I'm doing is sitting back and you know what I'm saying, and making money, and help them pushing the music and getting them in the stores and places that they need to reach. And the
What's
promotion.
the promotion like a mug?
Marketing.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
man.
they go ahead.
See, man, the promotion and the marketing is everything, and it's all about how you market yourself. And a lot of the youngsters don't know how to market. You know what I mean? A lot of them have no clue. But it's plenty of, man. It's plenty. Listen to me well. It's plenty of stuff out here now. All kind of apps, Clubhouse. Man, listen. You can figure this shit out yourself. Real talk.
Yeah.
Find the bag and figure it out. And I
That's a,
promise you at the end, you're gonna be like, man, that was the best advice that I could ever take.
what's the most important thing they need to know about Kingz Russell?
Hey man, King Russell gonna be pushing hard. I put God first, and you know what I'm saying, ain't no stopping what we do. We businessmen at this time, man.
In business, I was talking to Truly yesterday and stuff, and we were talking about business, and it seems like it's like 80% business and maybe 10%, 20% artistic.
It's business, man.
What do you say to like these artists, these young artists that are coming up right now? What's the most important thing in the business aspect that they can do?
Well, the business aspect is man, like I say, it's gonna be, if you can, try to stay on your own. You
Yeah.
know, you know what I mean? That's the biggest, I can't express that. I know I probably done said that. Y'all probably like, this nigga got a beat broken record right now. But
Nah,
I'm
that's
telling you,
important.
man, that's important, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to hold your own ground, you know what I mean? And nobody can control your destiny but yourself.
Now I know you were talking earlier about some features you got going on and stuff. What
Oh yeah, man.
yeah, what was your features again? You got the one with Truly and Neo. And what
Yeah,
was the
we got
feature?
and the other one is Kevin Gates. And we plug with getting people on tracks with celebrities. We do have that type of contact, and everything is legit. There's nothing, paperwork come with everything that we do, because I don't want to be in nobody courtroom, or you know what I mean.
Right.
And there's all kind of ways that I had to learn to notify that, man. There's all kind of apps that you can get that when you get a verse, you know what I'm saying? You know if it's somebody verse or somebody done put it out because that apps that as soon as that verse you record it and it comes back to you, oh, it's gonna pull up that song where the words come from.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna, mhm.
So it's like, man, you know, we try to do good business, man. We try to steer the artists in a good direction, not to go out here and just try to scam somebody and get some quick money, because that ain't helping the industry, and it's not helping yourself. Because if you build something to last, man, that will go a long way, man. Everybody, you know, come mess with you, man. So money won't be an option. It will never end.
You think that feature game is important?
Oh yeah, man. It really is, man. Anytime you can get on a record with somebody that's already done made it, that's got a name, it always gonna pull that artist up to say, you know, it's gonna separate them from the rest of the guys that's trying.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
I mean, you got some artists, they be like, man, forget the feature. I don't want no feature. They ain't as good as me. I can do this myself, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I think it's important to feature game too. I mean, you get that support. Not only you get their fans, you know, you get your fans too involved. It's just like as a whole collective, it seems like it's a better opportunity for an artist to me, you
But
know?
especially when you can reach out to the artist and get their blessings on it, that means everything. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So we in positions to where, you know, we've been able to do that. So, you know, God is good, and you know, we hope we can continue to keep pushing in that direction where the artists are like, man, we see what you guys doing. Let's roll with it. You know. So man, I just tell everybody it's very important, man. Any way that you can sharpen your pencil in the music game, do it.
What? All right. Let me say this. Got your social media. We're going to get back to your social media again real quick. But I want you to let the world know. I want you to tell the world what's on your mind that you think is important that they need to hear.
Well, man, listen, anybody out here that's got a dream that, you know what I'm saying, and it's in the music industry, man, number one, don't give up. You know, don't give up, man. You know, keep it moving. Every day in the music industry ain't gonna be a sunny day. You
That's
know,
right.
you know, you're gonna have the ups and downs, and especially, you know, if you got the financial problems, there's always gonna be problems because you're always gonna feel like you're stuck. But even through that situation, man, don't stop because you never know what blessings, how God gonna send somebody with the bag or tied to a bag or used to have a bag but got connections. You know what I'm saying? You never know how it all work out, man. So at the end of the day, don't quit, man. That's my word to anybody that's in the music industry. Don't give up.
Shout out all your people real quick.
Okay, man. Hey, I want to send a big shout out. Man, I got some people down there. You in Biloxi, right?
Yeah.
My homeboy Jeremy Waymether, my partner Big C down there, man. He's a rapper also, man, and my boy Ugly God, I
Yeah.
think he's from Gulfport. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Hey, man. Shout out to y'all brothers, man, and you know, want to send a big shout out to Death Rose, Truly, you know what I'm saying, Kingz Entertainment, everybody that made this thing possible for us, man. We give a shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you, John, man, for having us, man.
Oh
And
yeah, most
you
definitely.
know, the Hustle Man, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, tell me this, man. Well, how do you get the name Hustle Man?
All right. Hustleman Music is the main company. That's the studios, Hustleman Studios. That's what started Hustleman. And from there, we started a Facebook show doing live Facebook reviews and stuff like that. And from there, when we got picked up by the radio stations, and from there, it just kept growing and growing and growing. But the original company is Hustleman Studios and Hustleman Music. And we just kind of kept it and branched off and made different avenues and new avenues and kept pushing and kept grinding, finding. It's like my main mission is to get artists, independent artists, heard any way I possibly can. I feel like they're being slept on. I feel like they don't get the recognition that they deserve. I feel like that they better than these top 40 AM and FM artists and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff you hear on the top 20 and top 40 is garbage. But you hear somebody from down the street and their stuff is banging. I feel like that they deserve to be heard. And so I took the Hustleman music, the Hustleman platform, and just grew it to where I could make it possible for people to get heard by millions instead of just in your city. You know, I want this city, I want that state, I want overseas to hear your music. I want them to be rocking with your stuff in China, you know, in New York, you know, everywhere else. And especially down here on the coast and in Mississippi, period, and the South, period. I feel like they don't really give the Southern artists that opportunity and that chance to blow up like they do the rest of the country. So if I feel like I can help in some sort of way, you know, that's what I do. And that's how Hustleman became Hustleman Live Radio.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's good, man. Hey, we got the same view on things, man. I like that, man. And I definitely support you, man. And I want to encourage you, man. Listen, you know, we the future. You know what I'm saying, for these youngsters, man. And we need to keep pushing them, man. And you know, I think you know what I'm saying, me and you and I got some more people that I know that feel the same way like us, man. We keep pushing, man. We could change that, man. We could give these guys opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Remember when we was young, and I remember when I was young and I used to try to get shows, you know, I was an artist back in the 90s and stuff. And it was hard to get on shows, get to the club, get on the radio. Nobody wanted to hear nothing with the independent artists. They didn't want to hear crap. It was like pulling teeth trying to get somebody to hear you. And I thought that was wrong. And now that we in 2020 and, you know, and all that, you know, I feel like there's so many opportunities that I can give these artists that I didn't have the opportunity. And now we can share it to them to give them a chance. You know,
that's right.
Yeah, you know, it's totally different now. We got social media. We got, you know, YouTube, TV, the whole 9 yards for these artists to use, something that we didn't have. And now that we have it, man, it's like, I feel like it's almost my duty to give back to these artists and try to help them out, you know?
Yeah, man. It is, man. It is, brother. You're absolutely right, man. And it's guys like you, man, and myself, we're gonna make a difference in the industry, man.
That's right. Hey, let them know all your social media and where they can find your music again real quick.
Hey, man, I'm on all platforms, man. YouTube, Facebook, man, just everywhere, man. We on all platforms, man. Just look your boy Kingz Russell up. We got a new joint called Club in the Woods.
I need that. I need that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm definitely give it to you, man. And High Up on the Clouds. And, you know, Lil Truly just dropped that Baby I. You know, and, you know, I had you know what I'm saying, a lot of influence with him with that record, man. I was right there by his side. And, you know, I always told him, man, look, man, control your sound, man. If you don't like it, if you know what I'm saying, you know, if you want to send this shit to New York, whatever you need to do, man, I coached him to trust himself. And I think it paid off, man. I was real proud of him dropping that, man. And he's a real talented young man, bro. Real talented. He's got a great ear, man, an engineer. And so, man, I'm just happy that I was a part of you know, him being on his way to a real successful place.
And I spoke with him yesterday. And from talking with him yesterday and talking to you today, I can see the influence and the impact that you've made on him.
That right there, man, that's more than money. To me, that's more than money, than anything about it, that I made a difference. You know what I'm saying? That was an influence, a positive influence. And so I feel like they go way farther than money, you know, than money could buy, man. You know?
That's right. That's right.
And that's why I say, man, you know, just too much greed, man, have come in the game and nobody really caring about, you know what I'm saying, direction that this generation is going in, man, with this music. You know?
So it's like the art is being lost and everybody just wants the cash and they put the art to the backside like it don't matter.
Yeah, put the art in the background. Right.
Yeah.
Man, put your heart in that thing, man, you know? Yeah.
When we talking to the world, man, tell them something powerful. Tell the world something powerful from Kingz Russell.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. If the whole world right now, man. Hey, I tell everybody, stay prayed up. We living in some crazy times, and I feel like music right now is gonna be so important because that's gonna be everybody getaway to listen to some music to bring some joy back into our life because things are going so left, what I'm saying, here in the United States and what I'm saying, all over the world, man. So man, hey man, listen, I tell everybody to just look out for some good music from Kingz Russell and anybody that's dealing with me. We're gonna try to, what I'm saying, put a smile and put the joy back in people's life.
If they want to book you for a show, they just look up Kingz Russell on social media or on Facebook or what? Or do they need to call a number?
No, yeah, they can look up Kingz Russell, and we got some information on Facebook and places on social media that you can get in contact with us.
Okay, most definitely. Well, I appreciate you being on the show with me tonight, bro. This has been real enlightening. I appreciate it for real.
Yes, sir, man. This has been a pleasure, man. And like I say, man, keep doing what you're doing, John. And it's a blessing to be on your show, brother.
Yeah, I love y'all's energy. I love your energy. I love your mindset. I hope that we hear from you some more. We're gonna have to do this again here in a couple months. We're gonna have to after the summer go through. Maybe during Pensacola, when we down in Pensacola, we can knock it out again. Get the fans something else. Let the fans hear from Kingz Russell again. Make sure you send me that song, bro, so I can bump that.
For sure. Okay, man, for sure, man. We definitely do it, man. Thank you, brother.
For sure. Thank you too, man. I'll holler at you later.
All right. Okay.